Hello friends, I am Shravana and welcome to my channel Sparkling Future. Today we will discuss about some transformations on RDDs. Before starting with today's topic, I request all of you to subscribe to my channel and also please like, share, comment and hit the bell icon for the notifications. So we will see these concepts today. So what is a RDD? RDDs are basic abstraction of Spark, and RDDs are immutable collection of data which is distributed across the cluster. So each RDD is split into multiple partitions which may be computed on different nodes of the cluster. And how to create the RDDs? We can create RDDs in two ways. One by loading an external data set, and the second by distributing a collection of objects like lists, sets, sequences in their driver program. And transformations and actions. So RDD offers two types of operations which are transformations and actions. Transformations means once you perform some transformation on an RDD, another RDD will be created. So that is called transformation. And action means when some set of transformation when you hit, then only the transformation will be triggered. That is called an action. So here transformations are lazily evaluated. The word you have to remember is lazily evaluated, because when you write the code it will not execute. Whenever any transformation, whenever any action is triggered on particular transformation, then only it will be triggered. Okay. So some mainly used transformations are map, flat map, filter, union, distinct, and so on. There are so many other transformations. And some mainly used actions are collect, take, first, print, show, etc. So today we will read a file and apply some transformations on the RDD. So this is actually, I am planning to make it as a series, so I am just giving some very basic introduction to RDDs here before starting with applying transformations on the RDDs. In this series I'll be explaining about two or three questions mainly asked in the coding interviews, that is technical interviews. What are the mainly asked questions on the RDDs, right? So that I am noting down in this series of the RDD transformations. So we have, let's say we have this file, some customer details, some sample file, and the question is like find out the states present in this data set in a sorted order. If you see here, this customer state here is there, right? Customer state. So in this it will have this TX, CO, PR, these are the state codes. So when if it is very easy when you perform this using the data frame. So now we will see how to do this using the RDDs, using Scala code, and they are asking to mention it in a sorted order as well. And the second question is that validate if the state code is 2 characters only, that you have to validate whether it's a 2 characters or not, and if it's not, you have to maybe mention how many are not in that. So let's look into some sample Scala code to see how to apply transformations to solve these questions in Spark. So friends, this is the Scala object I have created. This is the main method, and created the Spark conf and Spark context, and this is the file I just showed you in the PPT, right? The same, this is the file, customer ID, customer first name, last name, email, password, and this is the address. So these are the details this customer records has, and this is the sample data, and it has lot of records, around 12,435 records are there in this file. So now let's see how to check how many states are there, how many unique states, right? Because when someone asks you how many states are there, we should distinct it so that no duplicates will be there while counting the number of states, and also we have to sort that. So let's see how to do that. Okay, now RDD is already created. SC means Spark context.text file equal to is text file, and I am passing this customer records, the same customer records.csv file. So now if you see here, it has a header record. First line is header. We should not include that when you are filtering, right? So first let's take out that, and then we will see how to do that. So rdd dot first, if you say, it will take the first line. This command will take the first line of this rdd. So next we will say that you just remove. How to do that? Val header rdd equal to rdd dot filter x equal to, where x is not equal to header. What this command will do is, when it is not equal to this entire row, then it will put it into header rdd, which means it is omitting the header. So this is the way we will omit the header, and then we will see that how can we get this as customer states. Okay, so 0, because it will start with 0, I am saying 0 1 2, I am counting this way, this seventh one. Okay, 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, seventh one is the customer state code. So now let me create val states rdd equal to header rdd dot map x equal to x to 7. You take it, and then no, first we have to split it, right? Split it with comma, then only it will become like each element. Now it's like a entire row is inside one particular element. So now we have to split it using comma, so that it will become a split. Then we can pick up only this seventh column. So now first let's split it with the comma, and then after splitting, I am mapping that you take only the code, state code. I don't need the remaining, because we have to find out only like how many states are there. And then, as I said, there are around 12k records. The state names might be duplicated. So now I wanted to get the distinct values out of it. Okay, and then we have to sort as well. We have to sort, because now this will contain only one field now, because we are taking only the state code field. So that one field. So I am just making, I am just telling that sort by that field. So now let me print this. So if you see here, it has given all the state codes with sorted order A, C, D. You can see here, right? So we got the required output. Then the second one that we just discussed is validate if the state code is of 2 characters only. Right? We have to verify whether this is 2 or any third 3-letter state codes are there, or only one. So for this, actually we can do multiple ways, like we can just do boolean and we can check the length and all. But I wanted to show you some length compare, some new function here. So because of that reason, I am using some like validate rdd equal to header rdd dot map. In this map, I am saying that because it is rdd of no, first we have to split it, otherwise it is not going to work, right? So x dot split of, because this header rdd, it's the row, entire row is there, so we have to split it so that we can have multiple like columns kind of data we will have. Then we can fetch whatever we want. So I'll say some sample rdd is this one. So now validate rdd equal to srdd dot, now what I am saying, that is, now I have x here. X means whatever, any element in the RDD, and I am saying that I have to take the state code, because the seventh we just counted, right? Seventh is the that is the one containing the state code. And then I am saying that length compare, this is the function we will do for counting the length. So now this function will count whether it is having 2 or not. I mean, length is 2 or not. It will compare, it gives the boolean result, whether it's if it's a true, 0, if it's false it will give 1. Okay, so you can actually check this one as well. Okay, like this, it will count and it will give. So you will understand. We'll print this and I'll show you. You might have noticed, I mean, let me run this and then explain you. I have always used for each of println. I mean, if you just directly give the print something, it will take some junk values, garbage values of the RDD. So because of that reason, I always use for each.println. And also because I am using local machine and Eclipse, collect will not work. Okay. So friends, if you see here, it is giving, and everything is with 0, which means length compare is always true to 2 characters, length of that to 2 characters. Because of that, it always returned as 0. Now let's do this way. This is there, right? This we will say, we'll filter it. Okay, we'll filter it saying that f2 f equal to 1, but it will be false, right? Because we have seen everything is 0. So now we will wait, let me write this, and now in the code somewhere we'll put a. I have made it to 3 characters. So now let's see, I'm saying that select only if it is 1. Okay, and it should print that 1 in the output. So friends, you can see here, right? Only one state code we changed it to 3 characters. So now it has filtered, because now here we explicitly mentioned as 1 when it is equal to 1, right? So that's because of that 1, it will become false here in the length compare, and it will become 1, and that 1 is getting printed in the logs. So you understood this one, right? So this is how the questions will be, like there will not be any direct questions like get the count of that, or something like that. So there will be some questions like this. So this is the way we are going to apply transformations on RDD. So if you wanted to try out something new, here we have printed 1 here, right? Only 1. So now let's see whether you can print the state code along with it. For example, AZ I have changed, right? So the output should come this way. You try this and let me know in the comment section. Okay, you can take it as assignment out of this video. Okay, hope this is clear, friends, and hope you got how to apply the transformations on the RDDs during the coding interview questions. It will be very helpful. Thank you for watching the video, friends. Please subscribe to my channel for more interesting learnings. Thank you.